Hey everyone, this is GT, and this is another League Play Quinn. So, once again, Runes and Masteries. Masteries are 2190. Runes are my typical 80 carry runes. It's actually the same ones as I have on Jax. Lifesteal Quints, armor, attack damage reds, armor yellows, scaling MR blues, and as many of you know, Quinn is one of my favorite champions in this game, and also, as you'll see, my best AD carry in this game. Quinn and Draven are probably my best. Kog'Maw, sort of, and like I can play Lucian. I can do well on Lucian, but I mean anybody can do well on Lucian. He's really, quite frankly, he's a really easy champ to play. And as you'll see, we have kind of unusual team. One thing I'll mention is I was playing by myself this match, and our Mumu is Diamond. We have, like, I think maybe one or two, like, our Cassiopeia is Gold, but, like, they had 3 different golds on their team, and it kind of made me wonder, like, is my MMR really that high? We also have top lane Poppy going up against Teemo, who's going to make her life hell, as you'll see. Now, I'm actually really glad that this Mumu was Diamond, because he kind of ended up carrying us. Well, carried us through early and mid-game, and then I got super ridiculously fed. Spoilers. Also, for some reason, they have Jungle Ezreal. Not sure why. Alright, I think I mentioned I have support Annie. I'm sure you guys know all about Quinn's abilities from the last video. They also have a support Vel'Koz, so this team is very unusual. Again, keep in mind, I'm only like Silver 4, so I'm not like super high level. Alright, so before on Quinn, I used to max E, because I liked, going balls deep like that. But I found, since then, with a lot of these all-in supports, like, Thresh and Leona, you can't really... maxing E and going in all the time isn't really that feasible. So instead, I go for maxing QWE. I used to do like EQW, but I found that I don't really need the lower cooldown on the E, and the base damage doesn't. The damage on E does not scale very well whatsoever. The reason why I used to level it up was to have the lower cooldown so I could keep proccing my passive. Instead, I go for QWE because my Q does give me a bunch of movement speed and attack speed. So at max rank, I get a bunch of attack speed and move speed for proccing my passive, which makes her really good at chasing and kiting. And in bird form, the attack speed is doubled, which gives her ridiculous attack speed. You see, I actually end up hitting the attack speed cap later, which is really cool. Alright, so their Ezreal got first blood on Poppy, and I mean, he's Poppy. What are you gonna expect? Teemo kind of shits on melees. And I'm just playing really badly, but you see, I go in there, end up doing that. She ends up almost dying. And then I get Vel'Koz really low. And he makes the mistake of sticking around. Because I know that I have enough damage where if he gets within range for an E, he's going to die. So he's sticking around there trying to hit me with geometry. I get really low. Unfortunately, I probably should have backed off, because I forgot that Graves was coming up. And, well, just watch. He does that. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Poppy is also raging. Just ignore her. Yeah, the thing is, he didn't actually crit me. It just looked like he hit me for a ton of damage. Alright, so I go back, buy myself a Vamp Scepter. Top lane is just Teemo being Teemo. Don't really care much. Poppy is doing the smart thing in rushing a Sheen, though. Because Sheen, much like Jax, Sheen is pretty much core. Because Poppy, as you know, if you ever played her, has huge mana issues. Like, if you use her spells like 2 or 3 times, you're out of mana. Because her mana costs are so stupidly high and she has terrible, terrible, terrible base mana. So here I'm farming. I'm heavily out CSing Graves. Although this Graves build is extremely questionable. You'll see. So here I am, I'm farming up to level 6. I've almost hit level 6. Unfortunately, Annie's really low.
Need eyes on him.
And I thought Ezreal might be coming down to gank me, so I avoid a bunch of skill shots. But then I think once again I make the mistake of sticking around a bit longer than I should have. And they end up doing that, and then yeah. I flashed into the Vel'Koz ult. Yeah, I didn't actually misclick flash, I just said that. So yeah, game's going pretty bad, except that I'm actually going to back this up so you can see this. Because Amumu comes into bot lane, flash ults, and ends up getting a double kill, which is really, really nice. Our Mumu was doing really, 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 really good. But, I mean, again, he's diamond, so I kind of expected that. I was really glad we had him this game. Otherwise, this game probably would have been lost if it was not for him. Because him and Annie are the main reasons why I got fed, why I ended up doing as well as I did, considering how poor my early game is. Now, if you look at Graves' items, I'm actually going to back that up. If you look at Graves' items, he's getting a BOTRK. Alright, so Annie's level 6. She pings Vel'Koz. She uses her ult there. I proc my passive. I go in with my ult and do that. And I let myself get hit by the Ezreal ult, and then I die. Yeah. He's like, where is Poppy? I'm like, on our team. Yeah, Poppy was raging like freaking crazy. And then Teemo has red buff. I'm like, yeah, you're not going to accept that Poppy kills the Satan and gets a shutdown. Which is good. See, at this point, some people may disagree with the home guard, but honestly, I just wanted to get back to lane and farm quickly. Which is why I picked it up. Let's see what Cassie's maxing. Oh, she maxed E first. I used to max E first in Cassiopeia. Then I found maxing Q first really gives me good wave clear and poke, which is a very good thing to have. So yeah, Graves is beating me now. He's ahead of me in CS, ahead of me in kills, all that. But again, he bought Blade of the... His biggest mistake was buying Blade of the Ruined King, because... Oh, and he flashed for that. But yeah, I do that, and then I see that Ezreal's coming down here, and this fight's actually really cool. I'm going to slow this down really quick. I blind Ezreal so he can't do much, and then I just go and fight him, because I'm like... And actually, Amumu also gets a really nice ult off there. I do that, and then as soon as... Actually, my Q's not going to come off the cooldown for a while. But I go and ult, and then I screw up and get caught by the Lux binding, and I'm like, well... Shit, then I get bursted, but then I get the kill on Graves. So it's worth. So I believe that gives me enough money. No, I don't have enough money yet to get my BF sword. So I just come back and once again keep farming up a bit because I want to get that BF sword. Because most of the time, again, like most AD carries, you want to go Bloodthirster, more damage, crap like that. So I'm just farming up. Annie's charging up her stun. Now, most of you know my opinion on support Annie. This is why it was kind of funny that I was actually teamed with one this game. So yeah, Poppy finally got a Spectre's CAW, which was a really smart idea against Teemo. Now she does this, and then Graves tries to dash away, and then I do that, and then... Yeah, that happens. And then I forget that Vel'Koz deals damage. Yeah, at this point I'm feeling really terrible because I'm like, well, crap, she's my best AD carry and I'm just I'm just flat out playing terribly. I really, really am. I'm just playing really, really bad. But I got my BF sword, which is nice. So now, like, if he gets close, you see, I just chunk him down. Unfortunately, he also chunks me, so I have to back off. I didn't want to stop to proc my passive there because I thought Graves would have enough damage to just Q ult me, and then I would die. Annie's actually off roaming in mid lane, trying to kill Lux, which I think she's about to die. Yeah, so I call Mia there because I know that Graves and Vel'Koz are heading mid. Once again, doing some more farming. So now I see that people are low, so I come in here and I jump on Graves. I make sure I blind him. I orb walk. And then I ult there before Graves dies. And then, as you saw there, I flashed. Actually, I'm going to back that up so I can explain this a little bit. I do that, and then I attack him. Then I flash over that, because I knew he would be trying to probably try to hit me with the stun. And I use my E there, which ends up hitting him. And dodging the Lux snare. So yeah, that was really good for me. That really got me back in the game. Because I ended up getting 2 kills out of that, I think including a shutdown. And then I just kill Ezreal there. Now Teemo tries to kill me here, and this is the power of Quinn's kiting. This is why I max W second. Because I knew, I'm like, somebody help me. So I do that, I blind him in barrier, and I shouldn't have let myself get hit by the Luxul. But, yeah, Teemo ended up getting a shutdown on me. So now I'm building towards a Zeal, because I forgot whether I got Static Shiv or Phantom Dancer, but typically I only get, because of the nature of Quinn's W, I really only get like 1 attack speed item on her. So yeah, I back off a bit here because I need the lifesteal. And then Amumu comes in and gets a double kill. But yeah, I backed off because I knew if I kept going in, Graves just could have like Q'd me and I would die. I didn't want that, and besides Amumu had it covered. Teemo steals a blue buff like a little bitch. Because he's Satan. And then I'm pushing this tower here.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
And here I'm kind of confused, like, okay, where the hell am I going? Because I don't like, oh, I should go mid. No, I should keep pushing. I'm like, no, I want to back because I can buy a Zeal. And I actually didn't see what happened. See, it looks like I ended up going for Static Shiv this game. Because I wanted a stronger pushing build, so she must have used Tibbers for some reason. I didn't actually see that. I would assume she was trying to go all in on them. So yeah, Graves' build kind of confuses me. He's building like he's Vayne or Twitch. Like BOTRK into Last Whisper? Alright, so I see that somebody burned an ult there. Or I burned my ult because I saw there was a fight happening and I wanted to catch up. I saw they had the kill on Vel'Koz, so I just jumped in and killed Graves before he could jump over the wall. Because I knew he was going to flash or jump over the wall. So I was just zoning Ezreal there because I knew Amumu and them, they had it.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Now, this matchup was kind of unfortunate for Cassiopeia because Lux kind of counters Cassiopeia. I've played the matchup, and it is really tough because Lux just outranges you and everything. Like, if you get close to her, you out damage her. Cassiopeia has, like, one of the highest magical DPSs in the game. Probably even higher than that of Rise. The only thing about Rise is that Rise is tanky as shit while he's doing it. So I'm down here. I think I'm fighting... Yeah, I'm fighting with Graves. Also, another reason I max W second, because it lowers a cooldown.
What do you see up there?
so I can do that more often. But yeah, I'm just zoning him because yeah, he can't fight me. Because all I have to do is just jump on him, and at this point, it gives me an extra 200 damage. So like one really good combo, if you can mark an enemy as vulnerable, or if they get marked by the passive, you proc the passive, then E, attack again. That's like, what, 400 damage right here? So I really wanted to ult, but then I didn't go in. I didn't, because that would have been a terrible idea. So I just head back bot lane, and we see Graves here, and I'm like, I ult, because I want to kill him. So I do that, and pop Sky Strike, because I don't want him to do any fancy shit on my Annie. Again, as much as I hate support Annie, she is on my team. So now my farm's starting to get up there. At this point, I've gotten past Graves, and I'm starting to snowball. I'm stealing their jungle, because why not? I'm Quinn. And I throw my Q to blind stuff. I see they're right here, so Annie uses Tibbers, and we pick up a kill on Vel'Koz, which is awesome. But yeah, like if you look at my E, it has like a 0.2 bonus AD ratio. It's terrible, terrible damage. But when you consider the utility that the ability brings, it makes a lot of sense. Because it brings a lot of utility. You can chase, you can disengage, you can interrupt channels, you can do a lot of stuff with it. The thing is, it kind of makes you, go into melee range. Kind of like her ult. So she's the most balls deep of 80 carries, and that's probably why I like her so much. So here, there's not much happening in mid lane. That happens, and then I go here and fight Vel'Koz, and we pick up a couple kills. Amumu does stuff over there. Yeah, and then Teemo. Oh yeah, I should back this up, because as we're fighting this, we're taking the tower, but then we see on the board that Teemo's coming. So we take that, but we prepare for him. And I just go, Cassiopeia stuns him, and then I just blind him. Well, actually, we kind of cross CCs there. But yeah, I just blind him and do such. And then I end up, I pop my barrier just in case she landed something. I probably didn't need to. But yeah. See, at that point, that got me a whole bunch of kills, and now I've officially snowballed. Thanks to the rest of my team. It's like, you ain't charging me, Tito. But yeah, at that point, I had enough money to straight up buy an Infinity Edge. So I'm like, why not buy an Infinity Edge? Because, yeah, he still had ult. But yeah, because I get a bunch of attack speed from my W, especially when I'm in bird form, and this just gives me a bunch of damage. Because you'll see if I proc my passive, see I go up to 1.8 attack speed. It's huge. And I can just press E on somebody to proc my passive, and I get a whole bunch of damage. How much bonus damage is that? It's almost 300 bonus damage now. Really, 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 really big stuff. So I do that. Again, it gives me a bunch of movement speed and attack speed. So at this point, I see Graves here, and I'm like, oh, I still want to go in on that, but I don't have vision of them. Because I knew that if I did, then, Vel'Koz would be there, and I would just get CC locked and killed. And by that, I mean stunned, and then they would burst me down. But I see Vel'Koz here by himself. So I end up burning his flash. So I bugger off and just wait for my speed to come back up. And then they try to fight me, and I'm like, what do you think they're going to do? Except that I make the mistake of going 2 balls deep. Cass picks up a kill, though, which is nice. So it was 2 for 1. I don't think it was worth it, though, because Graves did get a shutdown on me. Alright, so at this point I see, okay, I kind of want more crit. Cassiopeia got a double kill with the help of Amumu. So I must have... Yeah, I think since I had Infinity Edge, I think I went for Phantom Dancer because I wanted to get a whole bunch of crit chance. Oh yeah, I remember what I ended up building this game. Yeah, I think I got that, and since if you look at their builds, really Vel'Koz is the only one that's built any armor, which is really confusing. Because I'm ridiculously fed, and they didn't build any armor against me, so that allowed me to purchase. Actually, I won't spoil it. I won't spoil it. I think it's better if you see. You just wait and see. And then Lux here tries to fight me. And then I probably didn't need to pop barrier, but yeah, like she tried to fight me. I'm like, what the hell is she gonna do? I'm Lux and I'm Quinn and I'm fed as shit. Like, seriously, what in the hell is she gonna do? And here I pop my ult. And then there, I probably didn't need to flash it. I could have just E'd. But I wanted to make sure he didn't get away. And I deal a lot of damage, as you see. Probably he's like, lol, what? Yeah. See, I could probably kill Timo, but I saw he's placing shrooms. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to go on that. I mean, it is after the shrooms got nerfed. But now if we look, I think Amumu and I are the only people in the game that are level 18. He's got a really good build. But yeah, I got caught by the tip of the Lux laser there, and I'm like, no, just the tip.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
So yeah, Amumu goes super balls deep here, and I like it. And he lives! He lives! He fucking lives. That was actually really smart, too, considering the Spirit Stone passive. That would have gave him... Oh, man. And if he would have landed that, he could have turned that. And then Poppy comes in and wrecks Vel'Koz's face. Well, both of them, I guess. So yeah, you'll see that I went ahead and bought myself a Phantom Dancer. So I have 75% crit chance. Normally I would have gone pure damage, but I kind of wanted a lot of crit this game. And then you see Ezreal's right here, and I'm like, what is he going to do? You see my attack speed? It's just insane. It's like, and I didn't even need to Sky Strike. So yeah, that, we just bursted him down, and then I jump in on there, get a double kill. Because, yeah, again, I'm really strong. So, you see, I had a pickaxe there, because I was thinking, okay, you know, I'll just...
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Anyway. I pick up a double kill, and an inhibitor turret. So then, we go back, because I have pretty good... Yeah, I have like 2,000 gold. Yeah, I pushed this out because then I figure, okay, I'm just going to go get dragged for the team. You see, I'm doing like 1,000 damage crits, which are huge. So then I go back and I think, okay, I can buy Last Whisper. Or I see that they don't have much armor, so I'm going to go a bit more of a fun route. And I buy a Yomu's Ghost Blade. Now, this gives me 50% crit chance, all that, armor pen, CDR. So now I have 90% crit chance. And oh, I get to use this thing, and it is fun right here. Oh, you have no idea how fun that is. And then here I want to kill Lux, so I flash an E on her, and like she just dies. And actually, I'm going to back that up in case you missed that. Oh crap! Oh crap! It did that thing on me. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Ah, damn it. Alright. I need to speed this up a little bit. Because yeah, it does that thing where if I'm near the end and I back it up too much, then it like and it does bad things. But yeah, Ghostblade ended up being really, really fun because again, they they didn't build any armor against me, and I'm really confused why.
Valor to me.
Maybe they didn't realize that I was a threat, or they were just trolling around at the speed of sound.
Purple team's inhibitor has been destroyed. Purple team's turret
Alright,
has
so
been
I
destroyed.
picked up that, doing stuff here.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
Got my Ghost Blade. I think if you notice when I had Ghost Blade on, I actually had max attack speed. Alright, so now Lux actually flashes away, but my E catches up with her, and I just end up smacking her. So yeah, my passive gives me a ton of bonus damage.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed. Purple team's turret has
Yeah,
been
this is why
destroyed.
Quinn is kind of a monster. So, that is another League Play Quinn, showing why Quinn can be strong if played correctly. You just gotta, you know, be able to play her. Trust me, she's, again, she can be good. You just, yeah. So, it's Minty. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.